Hey, this will be a video chart on WAMUQ, Washington Mutual Incorporated. Been doing this one quite a bit and want to get it updated. First thing to note is all these lines you see here we have this uptrend line. These are all from the last time I did it. So I haven't touched it since the last video we did, which I think was at least a few weeks back. But today, the requests were pouring in, and I can see why. Big volume, and then actually had a down day from where the price opened up. But with that, not too surprising, but the chart does need to be updated now, and hopefully that'll satisfy some of their requests. But first thing here, these two lines were resistance, and the key thing that happened today was the price showed that it could get above it. I know it had some sort of court decision or something. I don't really follow the story, more so just the chart. But for the longest time, we had 20 cent acting as a kind of stubborn pain in the neck resistance. You can see basically three times here. Price tried to get above it and just couldn't. Today we did get above it, couldn't hold it, but the key thing was we kind of weakened it up. And what do I mean by that? Well, there was clearly selling here, and today's pullback from the gap was not very shocking, just because if you look down here at volume, you can see that there's plenty of people accumulating shares in all these areas. So with a big gap up move like this, what's the point of the market? It's to make money. And how do you make money? You take profit. So people that were buying down in this area were clearly in the green up here, and they were just locking in profit. So that's why, or at least in my opinion, why the share price fell. It was just simply people locking in those profits. Now the key thing comes in terms of making sure we can put in a higher high and just maintain our support levels via the moving averages. So here's this trend line, and you can see once again it pulled back and bounced right off it. So we're maintaining this, but I'm actually going to get rid of it just because it's a pretty steep trend line and it might be kind of deceiving to some. The key thing to notice and look at with the chart is just simply where the lows are. So here we had a low, here we had a low, here's another one, here's another one. You might want to count that one, but if not, then you can put in here's another low. So the key is during this pullback, because right now we're in a little short-term pullback, where is the new low going to be? And ideally, hopefully it'll be above this level. Now, if it goes below here, don't freak out, because you do still have the 50-day simple moving average, which is this purple line below you. But for kind of looking like the best case scenario chart, holding or putting in a low maybe right around this area would look best, because then you'd have another higher low. But the key thing that chart was finally able to do was put in a new high, get back above this 20-cent level, and show that it is capable and is possible of happening. So like I said, I think this was just mainly profit takers today, people that were accumulating down in these areas. Who knows, maybe it was some people down here that it was finally deciding to take profits here. I don't know, but it's not like we had a huge volume day here where it seemed like there was just massive dumping. I think this was just profit takers, and clearly there's people that were willing to buy up here because they allowed them to sell. So can't update any of these because the price is still below them. They're still resistance levels, but overall, I think we had a good cleansing and weakening of these resistance levels. So after it pulls back, hopefully, like I said, it will be above these lows. But if not, we want to see volume kind of drop off, see another base get put in, and then hopefully see another move up that breaks even above this move here. So overall, good day in the sense of it weakened up these resistance levels. Kind of rough, if you bought up here on the day, but as far as an overall chart perspective and higher lows, chart's been doing a great job. And then you also have our two moving averages still sloping upwards. The 200-day has always been this orange line, but we now officially have seen the 50-day also bend upwards, which is showing that our overall trends are still up. And maybe you can just say the 50-day shows that our medium-term trend is now up too. So looking good, and it's just next week we'll need to make sure that we have a good healthy consolidation and don't see the chart all of a sudden drop all the way down here, because that would kind of ruin things. But so hopefully we'll see how things go, and hopefully we'll be putting in some higher highs next week or the week after. If you do have any other questions on the chart, please let me know. I'd also encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and subscribe to the free newsletter, you'll get a free ebook, and then with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things, from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part is it's all free. We've been making some good money together, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. One last time, this was WAMUQ. Thanks for listening and have a great weekend.